Hundreds of funeral directors from across the country have descended on New York City over the past several weeks to help out, as hundreds continue to die each day from the coronavirus. News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore spoke with a funeral director from our area who talks about the emotional toll this takes on all who have come to help.
How's it going?
Dan Enia, a funeral director from Little Falls, just spent 17 days down in New York City helping out the overwhelmed medical examiner's office. He's now quarantined in a hotel just outside of New York City for 14 days before he can return home.
I went with a group that I've also deployed in the past with. I went to Haiti with, went to New Orleans with, so it was the same group.
Enia says nothing could have ever prepared him for what he saw, with hundreds of people dying in the city each day.
We assisted in going to people's homes and taking people, out of their homes and out of facilities. Every time we went out, we had military with us, which was a huge help, which was interesting because a lot of these military people were young men and women who have never seen what we've seen, and they struggled with it, but we all worked together and made it happen.
So many families not being able to say goodbye to their loved ones, then not being able to retrieve their bodies for many days because of the backlog, and finally, not being able to hold a gathering for their loved one. The devastation is literally tripled.
That's, I think, the worst part of it, Gary, is with families not being able to say goodbye in ways that they're used to, not being able to have the public come in and pay their final leave. That can be devastating for families.
Some of the images we see from down there are horrific, but to see it in person is something Enia says you just can't imagine, like seeing refrigerated trucks brought in to handle the overflow of bodies.
They brought those in. They were a big help, but it was just overwhelming. Again, I believe some funeral homes there were not even taking new funerals anymore. They were just leaving it to the medical examiner, who we were assisting.
Enia says the emotions are extreme, from the horrific to the amazing, like this sight.
Every night at 7 p.m., there would be the people that would go out on their balconies and hit the pans and things like that, and cheer for all the first responders. And it sent chills down my spine, teared me up, definitely.
After quarantining and coming home, Enia says he may go back down to New York City to help again in the coming weeks, if needed. Gary Liberatore, News Channel 2.